Hello and welcome back to my channel Feel Your W. Today I will tell you about an amazing tool. Amazing because it's free and it's always available for you to use. I'm sure you've heard of a word awareness. You know, that fancy word everyone keeps using these days about being here and now. So I'm going to tell you about awareness, but from a slightly different angle than what you may have heard of getting it through a meditation or a deep breathing exercises. What I'm going to tell you is how to use awareness into your advantage in your everyday life. Sounds good? When talking about awareness, we should probably start from the definition. So according to Wikipedia, awareness is a perception or knowledge of something, and it's often related to consciousness. So in easy words, whenever you're doing or thinking something and you're conscious of the thoughts and the actions you're doing, this is when you're in your state of awareness. This is where your focus is. So to give you an example, imagine you're waking up in the morning, going to the bathroom and cleaning your teeth. You know exactly what your right and your left hand is doing, and you don't need to think about the actions you're taking. But if you were to wake up and decide, today I'm gonna clean my teeth using the opposite hand, you go to the bathroom and you have to think about every move, how your opposite hand is getting the toothbrush, how to unscrew the cup, how to put the toothpaste on top, how to do the circular movements. You would feel that it's probably a bit odd and awkward as when you do something for the first time, but it's actually very normal. And this is when you would be in your state of awareness. You would be aware completely of what you're doing. And how you can think of awareness is whenever you're doing something out of the habit, you're most likely not aware, or not, this is probably where your not main focus is. But whenever you're doing something for the first time, you're learning something new, or you're actually making a decision, this is what I'm gonna do, this is when you're in your state of awareness. So we do it all the time, but then we don't normally think about, or we don't put the name of why we make the decision from our conscious mind. Now, there are different types of awareness. There's environmental awareness, there's social awareness. But the type of awareness we will be talking about today, and the one I will focus mainly on my channel, is self-awareness. And it's through the self-awareness I got to the point in my life where I can very quickly notice and make adjustments to my behaviors and thoughts that I like and the ones that I don't like. And let me think how I can describe to you self-awareness. I know, I'll show it to you. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 dun. This is the holy grail of self-awareness. Ta-da! But Kasia, this is a magnifying glass. What are you talking about? Well, just like with the magnifying glass, you use self-awareness to look closely into yourself. Why self-awareness is important is because it helps you get to know yourself. What do you like doing? Who you are? What are your values? What are the things, behaviors and thoughts that serve you, and what are the behaviors and thoughts that don't serve you? All of this you get through self-awareness. So let me put it other way. In other words, I'm sure you've heard of the expression, you don't know what you don't know, right? So self-awareness is a tool you use to actually put the name of the thoughts and behaviors that you have. Easy as that. But Kasia, what do I do after I discover what I want to change or improve? Great question. So I came up with the 4-step system that helps me make the change once I identify what is the area of life I would like to change, what is the specific behavior or a thought that isn't serving me. I hope you're wondering what it is. Okay, I'll tell you. Number 1 is deciding what action I want to take or what behavior I would like to change. Number 2, understanding why. What is the need behind taking this action or changing the behavior? Number 3, planning and taking action. What alternative solution I can apply to my behavior or what circumstances I have to create to take this action. Number 4 is analyze the results. So think, did it work? What didn't work? What I have to adjust? And then, depending on the first result, you go back to step 3, you maybe change something, make some adjustments, and then you go back into analyzing after you've taken action again. And you do it until at some point something will click, and then you know you stick with the solution that works best for you. And to give you an example of how I apply this in an everyday life. So a couple years back, I decided I wanted to go back dancing, but I wanted to try something different. So number 1 was obviously making the decision, I want to take action and go dancing. Number 2 was understanding why. So what the need I wanted to fill by going dancing is to have an environment around people, to socialize, because this is how I recharge my batteries, and I know this is how I recharge my batteries. But at the same time, because I always loved dancing, I wanted to do it, I wanted to combine the two. So trying out a different style of dancing sounded like the perfect idea. Number 3, planning and taking action. So for me, I had to decide what style I would like to try that will help me with this need, what dance schools are in my city, and when are the lessons that I can take. So this is the creation of the circumstance for me to be able to go and take the action. And then number 4, after I did it, I took the crash course. I've decided I like Brazilian Zouk, amazing. I still do it. And you go back, you analyze. So I was thinking, is it suitable for me? Do I like the style? Do I like the contact? Do I like the people, the environment? And if there would be something I would like to change, then I can go and try something different. I can go and try a different school, different course. I can go to a different city and try something new. So once you take the action, you follow the steps, you will see that it becomes easier to look at the change, because it's like you have the script of the change. Also, if you would like to use it to stop a certain behavior. So let's say you would like to stop smoking. Number 1 for you is to stop, you want to stop smoking. Number 2, understanding why. So the need for you is you want to become more healthy. Number 3, planning and taking action. So for you, instead of thinking of the circumstances, you think of the alternative action you can take. So whenever you feel the need of smoking, you do something, you plan to do something differently. Taking a chewing gum instead of a cigarette, or maybe doing sit-ups, whatever comes to your mind that you want to try. So once you have the plan, you go and take the action, and then afterwards you do number 4, you analyze. Did it work? Did it make me feel comfortable with the solution I chose? Is it easy for me to make in different situations? So you analyze what you observed, and with the behaviors, I suggest you give it 2-3 days just to see the result, because normally when we try something the first, the second time, it's a lot of information. We don't necessarily know how to apply it. We're not prepared sometimes. So don't discourage yourself. Give yourself time for it to process. And if it didn't work the first time, go back to step 3 and see what change you can make in your planning, and then to go back to the action. Now, you can apply those 4 steps into practically everything in your life, all the behaviors, the experiences, the triggers that you have. So test it out, play with it. And also, when practicing awareness, you can go a little bit further and just spend a couple of minutes a day just consciously deciding that, I don't know, you can take a different road home. Or when you go to the restaurant, just order a different dish that you don't normally order. Go and sit in the park and just decide you will just watch the environment, look at the sun and listen to the sounds of the birds and just watch people. When you start going out of your routine, you will see that every day is becoming more and more of an adventure, and you won't even think of it as getting out of the comfort zone, but rather as an exploration of your life. Now, if you like this video and what I just shared with you with my 4-step system, be sure to hit the like button and also to subscribe so we stay in touch and you get notification every time I post a new video. Now, for the exercise, think of 2 things you would like to change in your life, that you made the decision you want to change in your life, and write it down using the 4-step system I just showed you. So write down 3 steps, get into the action, and then go back to the 4th, analyze, see if there's anything that needs changing, and then take action, take action. Remember, it's by taking action that you will actually see the change in your life. This is how you grow, and this is why you're here, right? Like I said in my introduction video, my channel is divided into 7 categories. And every time I post a new video, it will state clearly which of the categories it's related to, so you know exactly what to expect. From me, my goal is to give you as much value and knowledge and usable tools that you can apply from day 0, from now. Thank you all for watching and staying here with me. Awareness is an amazing tool that can change your life. So I hope you get to practice it every day. And the last sentence I want to leave you with, be the Sherlock Holmes of your life. And also remember to feel your W.